After weeks and weeks of floor debate and months of bipartisan negotiations, the Senate finally passed the new immigration reform called the Border Security, Economic Opportunity, and Immigration Modernizing Act. In the article, Immigration Reform 2013, 6 Things You Need to Know About the Senate Bill, Gabriela Gran says, the primary purpose of the immigration bill is to lay out a pathway to citizenship for the 11 million undocumented immigrants currently living in the United States. By putting this in action, it is supposed to shrink the deficit by $900 billion in the next 20 years. This is hoping to be done by increasing federal tax revenue immensely because of all the new citizens. But before this, though, it will require a $262 billion increase in federal spending. This will mainly be due to the Medicaid program. After this, not only will it shrink the deficit, but it will also have other major changes as well. One being it will tighten travel and employment restrictions nationwide. This will create an electronic entry and exit way system at the American airports and seaports. This will try to help keep track of how many people are coming into and going out of the country. However, it is not sure that the system will be 100% reliable, but it will still be able to provide a rough estimate for the government. By putting this new 2013 reform in place, it will transform the United States borders into basically military zones. Gabriela Gran also states that the 8 original authors of the bill agreed to a proposal that nearly doubles the number of border security agents from 21,000 to 40,000, and calls for 700 miles of new fence, also doubling the original amount, to be constructed along the U.S.-Mexico border. This new addition of security and surveillance at the border will cost roughly around $25 billion. However, even though this bill has been passed by the Senate with a bipartisan vote of 68 to 32, the House of Representatives have yet to make a decision towards the new reform. In some sources, it states that it is unlikely for the House to pass the bill before the month of August. This will create a little bit of a problem because no one knows what it will do before the bill goes into effect, if the House of Representatives even decide to pass it. This bill is 1,200 pages long, so most of the media is not sure what the bill in its entirety is all about, or what it will be able to do. From Politico, the article Immigration Reform Bill 2013, Senate passes legislation 6832. Soin Min Kim states that if Congress immigration reform, it would make on a good promise for President Barack Obama, and likely become his most significant policy achievement in his second term. Obama has emphasized that this bill has been a compromise and that not everyone will be able to get what they would like. He still believes that the fight is not over about the bill and that there is still time for changes to be made. If we truly want to clear things up with immigration, we need to have a bill with clear and simple standards and procedures, not a 1,200-page bill where most people do not know what most of it even says. This will allow people and law enforcement to understand it as a whole. Thank you.